Rockstar, Rockstar, Rockstar. A studio that was once seen as the most prestigious AAA studio in the world that made the most perfectly sculpted open world games, never skimped on detail, and made the most compelling stories has fell out of grace in many gamers' eyes. How? Well, there's many reasons as to how, but first here's a brief history of what Rockstar used to be and where they came from. In 1998, Take-Two purchased assets from BeamNG Entertainment, which in return would give BeamNG 1.85 million shares of Take-Two stock. This exchange gave Take-Two GTA and Space Station Silicon Valley, only one of which would completely change the gaming industry and how it's seen in the public eye. The Houser brothers, Sam, Dan, as well as Jamie King from BeamNG, would found Rockstar Games as the high-end publishing label of Take-Two. GTA was still a 2D top-down game where you did crimes and contracts to gain points to get into different levels, very much a sandbox arcade type game than a story-driven one. However, this all changed with the release of GTA 3, the first game in the 3D GTA universe.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
The game did have many development problems, such as the 32 megabytes of RAM that the PlayStation 2 had not being able to actually run the game due to the game size. Also, playtesting was a whole different animal of how open and detailed the game was compared to its 2D counterparts. However, Leslie Benzies, the producer, still wanted the underlying principle of a living, breathing city to still remain without cutting content out of the game to adhere to the restrictions of the PS2. This led to them developing a new stable streaming model, which also led the game to be extremely more optimized, over 18,000 lines of dialogue recorded, functional radios, more variation of NPCs and their voices, and so much more. It's no surprise then that when the game released on the 22nd of October 2001, it met worldwide acclaim, with official PlayStation magazine saying on quote, "the most innovative, outlandish, brilliant video game." It sold over 6 million copies and generated well over $250 million in just the first year of release. The game was truly, pun intended, a game changer. Not only did this concrete that GTA was here to stay, but also concreted in the whole gaming industry that open world, 3D, living and story driven action games were here to stay, and that's where the money was for companies, and that's what gamers wanted. This gave birth to many games inspired by GTA, most notable ones being Saints Row and True Crime. Rockstar then made the subsequent sequels to the GTA 3 masterpiece, Vice City and San Andreas, both again being home runs. San Andreas was the most influential game of its era, bringing a lot of new fans and implementing a lot of what fans of previous installments wanted into the game. Swimming? Check. Clothes customization? Check. Car customization? Check. The ability to develop skills and become better at said skills? Check. Hot coffee? Check if you got the game early enough. Not only did that add so many mechanics and new features, but also a compelling story that many fans still remember to this day. All this listening to the community and seeing how they could move the industry and their franchise forward led to another masterpiece that got worldwide critical praise again, even more so than GTA 3. GameStop on quote saying, "San Andreas definitely lives up to the Grand Theft Auto name. In fact, it's arguably the best in the series." However, the next game will be the most misunderstood for most fans of San Andreas. Although GTA 4 got critical acclaim from reviewers and companies such as GameStop, many fans felt mixed about the game and about the direction they perceived GTA was taking. It went from a more light-hearted, colourful and arcadey game to a dark, unsaturated and almost too realistic concrete hellscape, especially compared to GTA 3, which was based in the same location. 4 took away the in-depth clothes customization, car modification, diving and a lot of activities such as burglaries and buying businesses, trading them in for more relatable activities such as comedy clubs, drinking, playing darts, bowling, and other miscellaneous things. The game itself was more realistic with proper ragdolls, people actually reacting to gunshots, cars actually move like they should, well, more like they should. Even the water had realistic physics. However, a lot of this seemed to push older fans away from the title. I remember many of my friends would still play San Andreas over GTA 4, just for the sheer fact that they didn't see GTA 4 as the same game that they knew and loved. Me, however, I love GTA 4. I love the realism and the story, and never has a GTA game felt so relatable and compelling to keep playing just to see what happens next, what choices you'll make, and what becomes of Nico Bellic. Luckily or unluckily, GTA 4 and its story DLCs will never happen again, thanks to the release of GTA 5. The announcement of a new GTA was made in the 25th of October 2011, and a trailer came a week later confirming it was going to be in Los Santos, the same place as San Andreas. Rockstar did a balancing act with the game and did it perfectly. It brought fans from GTA 4 with the ragdolling, detailed world and semi-realistic nature of the game, and brought back fans from older GTAs with more arcadey car driving, skills, flying, diving, buying businesses, and the same location many people loved. It also expanded on both ideas with the implementation of multiple hidden missions, collectibles, character switching, animals, new activities, strangers, and so much more. There's no need to explain how the game went with the public. A game that has made $6 billion doesn't need explaining. But one thing and one thing only was the next groundbreaking feature that Rockstar implemented into the game, GTA Online. Now, previous GTAs did have multiplayer, but they weren't really a living world experience. It was very much a make your own fun in an open world type thing. However, this is where GTA 5 differs. Not only is it pretty much the same open world, but it also had missions and economy. You could buy properties, cars, boats, even a gold jet. It was pretty much an expanded story mode. Rockstar did tell the community that we would get story mode expansions, but instead we got some DLC items in cars into the story mode until the PS4 and Xbox One versions of GTA came out. Now on old gen, when DLC came out online, you would actually get some DLC stuff for free at times. This ended after the Valentine's or Independence update, I can't really remember which one. This will be the first sign of the change of what Rockstar originally wanted the game to be. One thing people started noticing was the game was becoming harder to make money. Money trucks got removed, crate airdrops got removed, and the prices of items were starting to creep up more and more. The heist update came, and although the payouts were higher, so were the prices of the DLC items. Now we're at the point that you would need to pay an eye-watering $2 million just for a not armored, not weaponized, old Japanese car. Even the businesses' prices raised to the point where it's not profitable unless you get businesses when there's a sale and you waste your life away on GTA Online. And even when you do that, you have to factor in extras like mod shops, expanding inventory, colors, patterns, and any vehicles that would make it easier to complete cargo missions for these businesses. We went from Zentornos with sticky bombs reversing into you to kill you before you join a contact mission, to VTOL Saints road bikes with homing missiles trying to blow up a night shark before an orbital space cannon shoots a laser out of space, blowing both of them to pieces. How did we get to this point? Why in the world did GTA turn into a semi-futuristic hellscape where the poor stay poor and the rich get to stay rich? 2 words, shark cards. Another word, hackers. Let's start with shark cards. On old gen, an $8 million shark card would pretty much get you everything you wanted. An high-end apartment, armored Kuruma, guns, and then you could do heists back to back to make your money back tenfold. Old gen didn't have any vehicles that were significantly overpowered compared to others. There was actually some form of balance. The Kuruma was practically bulletproof, but was extremely weak to explosives. The Resurgents were explosive sponges, but you could easily get shot out of one. Even the Hydra was balanced against the laser. Now, $8 million is only enough to get a business and fully outfit it and maybe get a weaponized vehicle. But the thing is, you might be just off of actually fully upgrading the weaponized vehicle, since most weaponized vehicles need their own mod shop in an MOC or bunker, therefore making the player yet again fork out money for another shark card. Not only is the business only profitable if you waste your life away grinding cargo missions, other people that also have weaponized vehicles will come after you and try to blow you up to only get $5,000. The economy of the game is extremely against the normal player that it practically is pay to win. You give Rockstar the money, they give you the weapons to obliterate the competition. Hackers on PC actually balance this by dropping money. Although I'm usually against hackers, with the current economic climate of GTA and the prices of items, I don't fault them for trying to give some free cash to the people that need it. Even if you get $2 to $3 million from a hacker before they leave, you'll be able to get one thing that will enhance your GTA free mode experience, whether it's a business, submarine for Cayo Perico, weaponized vehicles, or anything that you want. It's giving players a chance to enjoy a game without grinding their life away. Rockstar doesn't like this, but they have found a way to make the hackers also give them money. How, you ask? By just banning their account, not the IP. I'll give you 2 scenarios that they pick. 1. They IP ban the hacker, and no matter what they do, they'll stay banned forever unless they use a VPN and buy the game again. 2. They only account ban the hacker, which forces them to leave and buy the game again to do it all over again. The second scenario is the one that happens the most. Now, I know what people are going to say. Hackers can't spawn money or they'll be insta-banned, therefore removing the whole free money problem. 1. The hackers can hack the Cayo Perico heist to get near unlimited money for them and the people in the heist. It's still present and has been patched as the making of this video. 2nd, the ban still is mainly only an account ban, which still allows Rockstar to make extra money on the hackers without running the risk of money drops, which also make them more money as people see shark cards as the easy way out to getting the things that they want. Now they're releasing a next-gen version which has little to no difference between the current and next-gen console generations. Enhanced between the generations? Maybe, with graphics. But expanded? No, there's no new features in sight whatsoever, and if there is, it's most likely only for GTA Online, not story mode. There was such a big graphical and featured leap from PS3 to PS4 that it made it worth it, even if it was the same game. But this current gen to next gen enhanced and expanded version, barely enhanced and not expanded whatsoever. It's a cash grab so people can buy the same game with slightly better graphics. All Rockstar care about is money. All they care about is milking their money cow until there's not a drop of milk left. But is it really Rockstar? While Bethesda and CD Projekt Red hire modders to help in development, Take-Two is constantly taking down mods and threatening lawsuits on mod makers just for modifying their game's story mode, bringing new experiences with new landmasses. Doing a job that Rockstar said they will do with story mode through DLC also long ago. The only reason Take-Two would do this is because it's giving people excuses not to play online, therefore eating into their shark card profits. Even Red Dead Online got poisoned by Take-Two's greed with the implementation of the first true premium currency in a Rockstar game, gold. Now yes, you can get gold nuggets, however it will take you so long to ever get a significant amount that it turns to a GTA Online grinding. That's the real reason most people like myself avoided Red Dead Online, because the people that actually had a brain saw what was happening and didn't want to be a part of it. What I do now is add activities that is already in the story mode and call it DLC, rather than bringing a true new experience like they do for GTA Online. Now I'm not saying Rockstar is all innocent. They did block users' comments about GTA 6 on their channel and have lied about the recent Red Dead Online update being a massive success. But let's remember what Rockstar used to be and realize that all this stuff started once Take-Two saw what revenue stream they could have if they kept strangling the economy of both GTA Online and now Red Dead Online's player base, or what's left of it. Rockstar has proven that they still can make beautifully crafted worlds and gripping stories with Red Dead 2. They have shown that they can still give the community what they want, the casino update, tuna update, and Cayo Perico update. But we're seeing how people reacted in the next gen trailer and the community releasing all their frustration and anger onto Rockstar. I hope they put their foot down to Take-Two somehow and they actually do what they want to do. They do want to give us free DLC stuff. They do want to give us stuff we can actually get through gameplay as to reason why GTA only has one currency. They do listen to us. So why don't they ask Take-Two to give them the same respect back? Maybe one day they will, but right now it seems it's extremely unlikely to happen. All we want is a new game. Any new game. Not some butcher remaster or small updates in GTA or Red Dead. Everyone was expecting new landmass or Cayo Perico access for story mode for the expanded and enhanced update, and they blew that by showing us the same game we already have with no new things. Rockstar has so many IPs to make a new game with that aren't just GTA. What about Midnight Club, Bully, LA Noire, Max Payne, and others? The community is sick of Rockstar's tunnel vision and they need to snap out of it quick before the community finally snaps on them worse than they already did. I got nothing else to add, but in short, the greed forced onto Rockstar from Take-Two and the disregard of the community from Rockstar is going to cause their community to implode and slowly but eventually disappear. Many people have walked away from GTA Online due to the sheer fact of it being near impossible to obtain meta things without grinding your life away in missions / paying for shark cards. And people have already left Red Dead Online due to them not putting any effort to add anything big and new into the game like they do with GTA. All we want is communication and action towards what we the community really want. Whether it's a big update for GTA Online that doesn't require millions of dollars, big new updates for Red Dead Online, a new landmass of GTA story mode, or even a new game that isn't GTA or Red Dead. A new Bully game has been begged for years. Even a new Midnight Club has been begged. There's no excuse or reason for not doing any of these things that I've listed, and all we want is for them to be done. And yeah, we may be sounding bitchy or entitled, but goddamn, all we want is fucking something.